You're listening to Country Music Junkies, hosted by Patrice Whiffen. This week on Country Music Junkies, I am pumped to be chatting with Gregory out west. How's it going, Drew?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am very well, thank you, and pumped to be chatting with you. Now that we're all through the holidays, we're into a new year. We've got a new single from you. I want to hear all about it. It is called Beer with Anyone. What's it all about?
Yeah, I wrote this one with Eric Dodd, and I think a song that's probably the world could use right now.
Oh, for sure.
A song that could, bring everybody together a little bit. We wrote it long before the pandemic and everything, but it just seemed like the right time to record it, and we got this little Barn Sessions album coming out. It was kind of a in-between project that kind of exploded and got to be much bigger thing. I originally had just the idea to record a few live videos to put out through the winter kind of thing with my band, and
Right.
we ended up making an album out of it, and putting just a whole bunch of songs that basically I hadn't recorded for a few years. Some are new, some are really old tunes. We got one that I wrote I think in 2013 or something like that. So it's just hadn't ever had a chance to put it on an album. So the whole thing's fun, but we thought this would be a great kind of song to go out with right at the start, and hopefully kind of it's just a song about kind of bringing everybody together, and I think the world could use a drink together nowadays more than ever.
Or a few, I would say, or a few.
A few, yeah.
No, that's great, and that's a great introduction to kind of what's coming from you as well. With regard to the tune, for those who haven't heard it yet, I mean, you can go and listen to it, and we'll include a link to that tune with the posting of this interview. But for those who haven't heard it yet, how would you describe the sort of sound of it?
Well, this album just being an acoustic thing, but we recorded it. We brought a bunch of recording equipment out to this barn, and we I think there was 13 of us there the weekend through the summer when you could still have, 13 people together. But we really, it just gave it such a nice live sound just being in the barn. So you kind of got that natural reverb. We did hang a bunch of blankets and stuff, and
Okay.
had to work pretty hard to make the sound work, but it still gave it that really, like I said, I wanted something that sounded nice enough to put up as an album, but also still kind of had that live vibe to it. And with all of us there, we all chanted along with the song to make it really fill it out and make it sound like a full bar scene kind of thing, which
Right.
hopefully puts a smile on everybody's face, because we haven't had a lot of live music as of late. So
Exactly.
trying to capture that vibe, and it's just a fun song itself. So that's kind of what we were going for.
Very cool. Now, for fans who maybe aren't as familiar with your music, how would you sort of describe your music in general?
I mean, everything to me is kind of to get back to the stage. I've always said that's my favorite part of this whole industry is being on stage and in front of people, and
Right.
I missed that a lot this year. But when I'm recording songs, that's definitely what I have in mind. Is this gonna work live, and is this gonna get people going? We've played the honky tonks and rodeos out west here, and then even a little bit across Canada in more recent years. But
Right.
that's kind of where we live. So I'm always thinking, where are we gonna play this? Where's it gonna work really well? And if I'm putting something on an album, I want to know, picture myself on stage and how it's going to come across. So to me,
Right.
it's always gotta have a good energy for it. Even the slower songs gotta, I love the songwriter nights and stuff too. So it's like I'm kind of thinking of that as what's going to translate well there. But
Yeah.
for the most part, it's what we can crank up with the band and have a lot of fun with. And I think even these songs, as broken down and acoustic as they are, I think a lot of them got a good message, especially this first one. And I'd love to kind of have that mid-set kind of breakdown and play this one, kind of bring everybody to the middle of the stage and have the crowd sing along. That's how I kind of picture this one.
I dig that a lot and look forward to when we can actually gather and have live music again and all that sort of stuff.
Me too.
In terms of how fans can connect with you and kind of stay up to date on what's going on in your life and musical journey, where's the best place for them to go?
You can just go to drewgregorymusic.com. It's kind of got the links out to all of our social media, but we're always very active on that. And especially, again, with this project going out, we because it was such a internal kind of family, like this is all my music family that kind of made this thing. We thought we better get a video crew out too, so we got a whole bunch of video going out all around how this, behind the scenes stuff and music videos and everything for all these songs that are coming out. So yeah, definitely follow along with us on the social media.
All right. Well, Drew, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. Again, we're chatting with Drew Gregory from out west, and we'll include a link to his new tune, Beer with Anyone, as well as a link to your website as well. Drew, thanks again.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.